Adam Nip with Pat Sobeski, Webchat with the mayor. Pat, you're back fresh, sort of fresh, I guess, from your extended trip to Korea and Japan. Just fill us in on how the trip went and what you think might come of that trip down the road.
Well, the trip was very good. We went to Korea just to meet with the embassy and trade commission officers there to see what the lay of the land was in Korea, how we should approach businesses in Korea. And it's a very difficult market, so I think our time is better spent in Japan, where we do have good connections. While there, I met with Hino, Viewtech, Toyota Boshuko, Toyota Tushu. They're all very happy with being located in Woodstock. They're pleased with the way things are going. They like being part of the community. So those visits were very good, very refreshing. Meeting with we met with the Canada's ambassador to Japan twice, and met with the embassy people, the trade commissioners in Ontario, and it's extremely competitive over there. And so the Ontario trade commissioner, he said, we can put together a good package. With the federal level, with the free trade agreements with Korea, with Japan, with Europe, it's important that they all be coordinated properly. So it was very educational, but certainly you get a sense over there how innovative the industry has to become to meet these new fuel mileage goals that are being placed on them by government. And it's innovation in the parts industry that will make it possible, with lighter parts and powertrains that get up to 7-10 gear ratios, very high tech things, because it's not, the cars they're not manufactured, they're assembled, and it's all these parts that come in. So when we were at the trade show, Magna had quite a display associated with the Canadian exhibit there, but all their products are lightweight and just state-of-the-art improvements. And so if you're not innovative in the parts industry, you'll get quickly left by the wayside. So it was very, very educational to go over there and listen to these things firsthand.
What would you say was the highlight of your trip?
I guess the highlight was the relationships that were established, really, not only with the companies, that's important, but I think better relationships established with the embassy and with the trade commissioners from Ontario. The trade commissioners from Ontario said, when you're coming over here and we don't know about it, the Japanese companies they figure that the municipal government, the province, and the federal government, we all know exactly what each other's doing. So they indicated, yeah, we think we're glad you're coming over here. You tell us about it. And I guess when we're visiting the Hinos and the Viewtechs, we should be telling you of those visits too, because it's just important that they think Canada, the province of Ontario, the municipalities, we're all talking with the same one voice. So that was really one of the lessons learned, that we've got to do a better job of just communicating with the federal and the provincial government of what our activities are overseas.
Sure. You're back at home now, and you've got a pretty thick agenda for City Council on Thursday night, including the Woodall Farm proposed baseball/recreation complex. The public input phase is done there, and quite a response from the public on this.
It was very pleasant. I think there was 128 responses. Now, many of these responses came from the rec show that was put on. Rec and Leisure Fair. So, but very interesting reading through, and the message certainly from the people involved in baseball, softball, slow pitch, is there's a real need for it. And it's interesting, the umbrella of organizations that participate. I was mentioning to you earlier, the Church League has 16 teams, and they've indicated with additional diamonds they could expand to 20 teams. So, the message is, we think there's a definite need for it. We think there's a need for it today, and we know council has it sort of 5 years out. But if you could push it ahead, we're certainly very supportive of that. So it was, and so tonight at the council meeting, council will be saying, okay, let's get on with the next stage, which is putting money into the 2014 capital budget to start working on underground infrastructure and everything else, the grading and everything else that would be required for that, I think, 90-acre piece of land out there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of studies that have to be done. That's really the next step, isn't it?
There's a lot of work that's that has to be done. It's not just going out and throwing down grass seed and putting bases down. So there's a lot of infrastructure, and showing where, if we do things, where would the ball fields go? Where would a tennis courts possibly go? Where would a twin pad arena eventually go? If there was a curling club, where would it go? Where would a swimming pool go? If you put a library and some services out there, where would they go? So you lay all that out, and then it gets phased in over 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Is it possible this could be ready before 2016, which is kind of your current deadline?
I think that's probably pressing it. That would probably be the earliest, because again, all the infrastructure that has to take place.